Hi. I'm going to preface this whole video with, I'm no expert, but I'm willing to learn. And what I've got in store for us today is just a tour of the wood shop. So let's get to it. So a couple months back, I began posting photos on Instagram of a project I was working on, still am working on, a wooden surfboard. Unfortunately, I don't have any videos of the process up till now because I didn't have a camera. Anyway, this is the project as it is so far. As you can see, it's shaped and got a nice stain design on it. It's really fun so far. What I am missing though are fins. I'm gonna need to make fins because I'm cheap and I'll make it instead of buying them. So this project started me on a whole series of learning. So I did lots of research on how to build this thing, and numerous different YouTube videos of watching how to build surfboards and how to build wooden ones and what to do with them. And one of the things that I noticed was you need surfboard racks to hold your surfboards. So I made some cheapo surfboard racks out of 5-gallon buckets, and those things behind me, and well, as you can see, they don't have the 5-gallon buckets anymore because I came up with some other things to do. And this is the journey, or the major points of that journey, of how I got to what my shop is set up like now. That's a cup of coffee. It's my cup of coffee. It's sitting on a low Roman bench. I watched a Woodworking for Humans series by Rex Kruger. I'll put a link somewhere. That was super instrumental in helping me figure out how to hold wood while I'm working on it. And this low Roman bench is kind of the centerpiece of my tiny little shop. As you may infer from the name, low Roman bench, it's not a modern invention. There are other people that are much more well versed on the history of low Roman benches than me, like Chris Schwartz. But this is mine. It's just a couple of 2x12s glued together with 8 legs, and I have little risers down here. I'll do an insert shot at this point right here of the riser that helps me level this bench on my uneven patio floor. I'm not even really going to cover all the features of this bench. Rex Kruger does a much better job in his series about building the low Roman bench than I could possibly do. I'm just going to talk about a feature I added for my benefit. These holes right here, and well, I gotta go down below to show you the keel and the peg. So here we are underneath the bench. As you can see, there's a couple 2x4s glued to the bottom of the bench, and this peg comes out, leaving you a straight shot. But what does this do for me? Well, I'll show you. Take this rack right here. You see it's got two 2x4s basically constructed, and they go in the slots like this. And then I peg it to the bench so that it doesn't move around much. But if you could see the shot better, there's a little gap right here, so they do shake a bit. So what I do is take a piece of scrap and just peg it or wedge it in place, so that one stays pretty much in shape. So with these two racks in place, I can hold my surfboard. Like this. And when I'm shaping the rails, I've got somewhere to shape. And I've got another angle to work on it too. And yes, I shaped my rails with the draw knife. It was so fun. I can't wait to do another one. As an artist, I've always struggled with my workspace because I get too many ideas and I move from one to the other, and then my stuff gets strewn all over where I'm working. So I had to build a toolbox in order to keep all my tools in. This is my box. It's not really finished, but my favorite feature is not the shooting board, but this carry-all that comes out. It's got all the major tools that I reach for on a regular basis when I'm working in the shop. All my drill bits, my bit brace, the saw I always reach for, a dust brush, a C-wrench, because I'm a stagehand too, and then my chisels, my mallet, my combination square. Everything I really work with on a regular basis is contained in this carry-all. I've got a whole bunch of other hand tools in here, and you might see behind me, if I get out of the way, a table saw and a chop saw, because sometimes I just don't want to go through everything by hand. The final really fun bit about my workshop is this spot right here where I keep my phone. It's a little holder there, and I've built an acoustic speaker into it so that when I set it down like this, it's a little louder, and I don't have to deal with Bluetooth connection issues. Anyway, that's the highlights of my shop. There's other things like woodstock lying around for me to build things out of, learn new skills, because learning new skills is probably my favorite thing in life, learning new skills. And this project, or list of projects, is definitely something that's teaching me a lot of new skills. I'm really happy to be working in this shop. There's so many things I want to do to the shop, but I'm not going to bore you with those details right now. I'll bore you later. For now, this was my shop, and I'm going to do some work maybe. Alright? Y'all have a good Tuesday.